Hello there. It's time to get cozy now. Find your favorite spot under the blankets, close your eyes, and let's float away to a very sleepy story. Way down in the sleepy little town of Willowbrook, tucked between two big old oak trees, there is a snug little cottage. And this was the home of a very cozy family of cats. Kind Mama Maple, warm Papa Whiskers, and their three little kittens, Poppy, Clover, and Pip. One evening, after the sun had painted the sky with soft, sleepy colors, the family sat all together, just watching the moon climb up high. It was so bright and perfectly round, you know? It glowed just like a gentle lantern right outside their window. And the kittens watched, their little eyes wide with wonder. And as they all watched that beautiful moon, a little idea began to sparkle. A magical idea that was born from a simple, sleepy wish. It was Poppy who was the most curious kitten of all, who pressed her nose against the cool window pane and whispered, "I wish we could stay up and bake something special just for the moon." Clover gave a little stretch and a purr and added, maybe the moon would like cookies shaped just like itself. And then little Pip, who was always just a bit sleepy, blinked his big eyes and asked, "Do you think the other night animals would like moon cookies too?" Well, Mama Maple's whiskers just twitched with delight. A nighttime bakery. What a perfectly wonderful idea. And so they decided right then and there. They would open the Midnight Moon Bakery, just for the animals who are awake when all the stars are out. So, as the sky turned a deep, velvety blue, the family began to get ready for their very first night of baking under the soft glow of the moon. Mama Maple showed the kittens just how to make the cookies. First, they rolled the dough until it was as thin and light as a fluffy cloud. Then, oh so carefully, they pressed out little crescent moon shapes. And finally, they brushed each one with a gentle wash of gold, which would make them shine. And soon, the most wonderful smell began to drift from their cozy kitchen. A sweet, warm, buttery scent floated right out the window and danced on the cool night air, calling out to all the sleepy creatures of the forest. And one by one, their friends began to arrive. First came Luna, the wise old owl, who landed so silently on the doorstep. Then came Basil, the gentle bat, fluttering in with his soft velvety wings. And soon after, Hazel the hedgehog tiptoed in, followed by Sable, the graceful fox. Mama Maple gave Luna a warm cookie, still sparkling with sugar. Luna nibbled on it, and her big round eyes grew even wider. "Hoo-hoo," she cooed softly. "These taste just like a piece of the night sky." Before long, that little bakery was just filled with warmth and friendship. The animals shared quiet stories and happy, soft chatter, their voices mixing with the sweet smell of cookies. Everyone felt so safe and so welcome in the gentle light of the kitchen. After a while, the kittens began to yawn, big, sleepy yawns, their little noses and whiskers all dusted with flour and sugar. They had worked so hard. And as their friends quietly said goodnight, Papa Whiskers tucked the sleepy little bakers into their beds, where they dreamed dreams as sweet as their cookies. The Midnight Moon Bakery became a wonderful, cozy tradition in Willowbrook, and on one very special night, the family decided to host a celebration for all of their friends. They called it the Moon Festival. They hung soft lanterns from the trees and decorated with sweet-smelling wildflowers. The whole forest seemed to buzz with a happy, gentle excitement. And for the festival, Mama Maple and Papa Whiskers baked one giant moon cookie. It was so big that every single animal in the forest could have a piece, a delicious reminder of their friendship. As she watched all her friends sharing and laughing quietly, Mama Maple knew the bakery had become something more than just a place for treats. It had become a warm, glowing heart in the middle of the forest, a place where everyone belonged. And as the festival wound down, a peaceful quiet settled over the little town of Willowbrook. It was time for everyone to dream. Mama Maple gathered her sleepy kittens close. "As long as the moon shines," she whispered, "and our hearts are kind, there will always be moon cookies and friends to share them with." It was a comforting promise that everything was safe and sound. Outside, the big, bright moon seemed to smile. Its gentle light beamed down on the little cottage, wrapping the whole sleeping forest in a soft, silvery blanket. The little bakery glowed with a quiet warmth, its windows like sleepy eyes, resting now and ready for the next moonlit dream. And now, it's time for you to drift off to sleep too. Just let your body feel heavy and warm and safe under the blankets. Sweet dreams.